Hello again, and welcome back to the card mat. A flipping prediction, yes. How did I do it? Well, it wasn't as easy as you might think. No, you had to build a gimmick. Well, you have to build two. But you got to build this little envelope as well. But that's pretty easy. This other bit. What you do is you pick out 4 cards and you get a duplicate of one of them. And this is giving you the secret away now. You get a duplicate of one of them. And what you need to do is very carefully cut right from the middle down to the bottom, right in the middle on both cards. If you don't cut it right in the middle, you end up with something that looks like that. This is a little failed attempt. You can see there's a little step. I was just off a bit from the middle. And if you cut past the middle, you end up with that. A little step at the edge of the card, which again is going to be a nasty giveaway. Again, another failed attempt. And you want to watch where you glue them. You could do with gluing them over a bit further, so there's a bit more tension in it and the card will not move that freely, right? So get rid of them, they're rubbish. So you make your little gimmick. Oh yeah, once you made your little gimmick, I'll show you how to do this. You take one of your cards and you'll glue all down the face on the right hand side of your card up to the split, straight the way up, and you'll put that so far across your card like that. And as you can see, you should have it so that the split is over that card. Gives you a bit more rigidity. Very nice word. Then you'll take the next card and from the split you'll glue all this side and you'll put that one on so it's about the same distance as that one. Again, giving you a nice good solid ground for your little split. Then you'll glue the last one on there. Glue all down, all across from there across, and then just put that on. So it all looks pretty nice, right? And once it's all dried, that card should nicely slide straight down that little split and be held in position. So it looks like 4 cards all glued together. Your little envelope, right, get a bit of black card. Put your finished gimmick on it and cut it about 1 centimetre taller. And obviously it's got to be a long piece of card and a little bit bigger down here because you're going to have to make a base for it. And you want about 1 centimetre, half a centimetre to 1 centimetre width on either side. So if you do it twice the length of this thing, because obviously it's got to wrap around it, with an extra 2 centimetres, and then say an extra 2 centimetres again to do a little flap, or 1 centimetre to do a flap, because you're going to have to fold it over to stick it down, aren't you? And do it so it's like 1 centimetre taller with another centimetre, so you've got 1 centimetre to fold up so you can stick it down at the bottom as well. You might be able to see where I've stuck my tape, right? So it's all nicely held together. You also need another piece of card which fits nice and snug on the inside. Now I thought I did come up with, not well when I was doing this and messing about with it, is use magnets. Yeah, very helpful. Because when this goes in, that card is supposed to get pulled off inside there. So if on the outside if you put a magnet, glue a magnet onto the back of that card, because that's the bit that doesn't get seen, glue a magnet onto the back of that card, right, and put it into your envelope without you flapping. Just put it into your envelope and drop a magnet on. It'll stick. Glue the magnet there. Or before you fold it all over, you work out where it's going to go and have the magnet stuck on the inside so it can't be seen. Okay, clever. And that'll be stuck. Then on this one, you'll put a magnet on the other side, obviously so it all lines up, so you'd stick them in. And you put a magnet on the other side of your card, and once it's stuck there, you should be able to pull all that out, and that magnet should still be in place, and you can stick it. Or do it onto that first, make it easier. Do it onto that, and by doing that, once you take that out, that magnet is going to have the, say, the positive up, and that one there is going to have the positive up. So when you put it in, you're going to have the positive against the negative, which will repel each other. Yeah, which means when you push on that to open it up, the magnet will force it apart and force that part open. When you put that in, that magnet will join to that magnet, which will join to that magnet, which should pull them all that way and keep it closed. Right? Just a little thing you can have a little tamper with. Anyway, once you got this done, now you know which way that's going to come off, because that has got to go in at the bottom of your envelope. Make sure it's all nice and neat. Introduce your cards. If you want to do it, have them all down nice and neat, so they look identical. I don't know if I did in the performance. Who cares? That was the performance. You'll introduce your cards. You introduce your envelope. Nothing in there, right? These cards, they've all got blue backs. Take them off one at a time and show they've got blue backs. These ones have got blue backs. Now when you pick this up, don't put your hand too far under, because you just might knock that card. You might, and you get a little bit of an edge showing. Pick it up from the end of that one and going, these have got blue backs, but these ones are all glued together. I will take these, grab it nice and tight there then, so you keep holding that from splitting. I will put these in my magic envelope and put them in, so that part there goes to the bottom. Bink, bink. You can show them going in there. Put it down to the side, because that's the way you're going to take it out. You don't want them seeing you taking it out. Then all you got to do is force that 7 on them. All I done was put a little mark in the corner. Give it a shuffle. Deal down 2 piles, keeping an eye out for which one's got the mark on. It's the bottom one on there. Magician's force. Force that pile on them however you want. Pick a pile. That one gets whatever. You know the magician's force. You'll shuffle these 2 up. Again, watching for where your mark card goes. Again, magician's force. To get rid of that one. What card did you actually pick then? Well, you picked that one there, which is the 7 of spades. Now you do your magic little gesture. Now, if you've got the magnet there, you can just put your hand in and pull that out. By not getting, pull it out right up at that end, so the magnet can pull that card down into there. If you'd like me and you're not using the magnet, when you open it up, you'll put your 2 fingers behind and your thumb on the top, and all you're going to do is push down on that card with your thumb and then pinch it at the bottom. Right, just get that all nice again. So you put your hand in, you push down on that card as you're pulling them up, you'll pinch down on the bottom of it and you pull them out and show that one card is turned over. What card can it be? Well, it can only be the selection, otherwise it wouldn't be a very good prediction trick, would it? No, so you can show them that, and they can have a good examine on that. They're just going to see 4 cards, and yes, they are glued together. Wow, how did you do that? And then you show your envelope empty. Now, this is why it's good with magnets. If you've got the magnets, as I say, it will pull that part straight over, or should do, so you can just click it. Otherwise, you've got to be a bit careful opening it up to show that there's none there. And again, I would do that to the side, just to make sure, just in case you got to do 2 goes there. It's just popped down. I just seen it popping down. I just give a little push up and do it again as I'm turning it around, so it's showing out to me. I push it back up, do another little flip and go, look, there's no card in there. And there you go. That's how you do it. Nice little gimmick card, which is left in there, by the way. Nice little gimmick. 4 cards glued together, 2 of them with splits, just so one of them will slide down and join nicely on it. Force a card. Easy, easy. Anyway, that took too long, but I do hope you enjoyed it. I did. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.